Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is a screencast-o-matic presentation which essentially covers the first half of the warm-up packet cycle for warm-ups for the next 2 weeks. Before I get started, please let me encourage you to go to the correct part on Google Classroom. Of course, you can find the warm-ups under the classwork tab and then scrolling down the warm-up section here. And then you'll find a post that looks like this for warm-up packet quarter 2 cycle 2. Please be advised that when you actually click on this post, however, and when you see this actual template here for warm-ups, you will see that because of the holiday break here with Thanksgiving thrown in between, there's no warm-up required or mandated of you for that Thursday and Friday day. Please be advised, however, that we will pick up with warm-ups and resume as expected on Tuesday and Wednesday when you return back from break, and then, of course, continue with Thursday and Friday accordingly. Just please make sure that you, of course, type down the question and the answer in full in order to receive full credit here. Let's go ahead and get started, and we will give you the question of the day for Tuesday and Wednesday. So for the first half of our warm packet cycle here, this is the question of the day. In what ways might our democracy and society be able to break the two-party hold on American politics? Please be specific. So in other words, the whole reason for this question, as I'm sure you're aware, we've been learning about third parties in our American government and system of politics. Sometimes it helps to look at our political system as transformative and subject to change. Many people are actually encouraging that our political system work that way, with change in mind. In fact, many people are very much so disenfranchised or feeling unenthused about the two-party hold of our system that currently is evident in our politics. So how can we change that? Here are some ideas that could change the way that we look at politics and the political process in full. One of the biggest and I think most transparent ideas is first here, in that we can encourage more people to actually run for public office. I think one of the main reasons why people feel rather unenthused about voting in general is that they can't resonate themselves or identify themselves with any candidates who are actually in the field running for public office. If we had better choices to choose from, maybe more people would feel more inclined to not only vote, but also feel more compassionate about their vote. This next idea is pretty much linked to the first idea, in that we should encourage more of our electorate to actually show up and show out to vote. In this way, the sign of a true democracy is how many people actually vote, and so if we encourage more people to actually take part in that process, we can maybe alter the result more than what we could expect. Another transformative idea he mentioned here, which might sound familiar from the lesson you completed on Thursday and Friday of last week, is that we can encourage people to vote third party. Now, I know what you might be thinking from the outset. Voting third party is a wasted vote, right? That's what we essentially covered in our notes. However, when you dig a little bit deeper, third parties define winning as being different. And let's be honest, in today's day and age, voting third party can actually prove many points altogether in one. Additionally, we can pressure two main parties to support third party ideologies. One of the things that I tried to stress with you guys in the previous lesson is that third parties can put pressure, healthy pressure, on the two main parties and open up a dialogue on several key issues that are traditionally not talked about, and encourage them to actually take stances on key, controversial, or contemporary issues. Another bold and profound idea is that we can push for more transparency on campaign financing and fundraising and how the money is used. You don't need me to tell you that there's a lot of money in politics. This is true. But what you guys may not know is that we can often learn a lot about understanding where more of this money is coming from individuals or PACs or super PACs, or just groups and organizations in general. When you follow the money, you can follow a general idea about what is going to be done with the policies in play from politicians in general. This next point here is rather specific, but when we get to the unit on the legislative branch, you'll understand exactly what I mean. We can propose and advocate an end to redistricting as a practice. This word is often called gerrymandering, where people in power of states, depending if it's Republicans or Democrats, essentially redraw the lines to benefit their own party. This is a pretty messed up system when you take an objective look at this, and in looking at how it can skew the results one way or the other. But both sides do it, and if we were to end this process, we might get more free and fair elections, if you will. Another idea to champion here to break the two-party hold on our system of politics is really up to us to stay informed and to hold our two major parties accountable. I think one of the most important things that gets often overlooked, and this is sad, is that the American electorate only works when the American electorate cares. And so if we cared a little bit more, watch the news, stayed informed, and we're actually engaged in our political processes as good citizens really should be, that's one of the best ways to bring about true and transformative change. So there you guys have it. That's the first and only question for the first half of the cycle for warm-ups. I hope you found this presentation to be helpful. Please remember that there's another section that is going to be uploaded later on for the next section of warm-ups. Thank you so much for tuning in.